So Sisyphus keeps sticking its head out in my work, and specifically Camus' version of it. Most of you will know the story of Sisyphus, who got condemned by the gods, probably one in specific, to push a boulder up a hill. And then as he manages it and the boulder is pushed up the hill, the whole thing falls down to the bottom. He has to do it all over again for eternity. And so Albert Camus, one of the big existential thinkers, wrote about Sisyphus and concluded with, we must imagine Sisyphus happy, which is a tricky one to wrap your head around when you think about doing pointless work for eternity. Pushing the boulder up, let it roll down, pushing the boulder up, doing it over, and there's no point. And the key here is in the passionate commitment to the task, unattached from the outcome. And that opens up the massive power of choice. Sisyphus in this scenario chose to engage in the border. But because why is he pushing it up? He could just be sitting there and rotting. But it's giving us something to do. And if you zoom out far enough, nothing really means anything. None of the boulder result, nothing that you work on will persist the test of time. None of it. I mean, it depends. There's some spiritual traditions where you say, well, I had a client once, a student in a training who said, everything that is uttered by anyone will float through the universe in eternity. I'm like, oh. So I wrote donkey balls on the piece of paper and it had a little chuckle because it's still floating. So you could argue, or you can believe in some things last forever and there's legacy and it means something. But existentially, nothing lasts. At least not to the point where we could witness it. So that's an interesting philosophical discussion in itself. But the point here is choice, right? If you commit to something, even if it seems objectively meaningless, even if somebody else tells you, what's the point of that? Why are you doing that? As soon as you choose to do it and you do it passionately and you commit to it, you can be the happy Sisyphus. In a way, we're all happy Sisyphuses if we commit to the work and we enjoy what we do, detached from the outcome of that work, right? So that means everybody has the capacity to be happy by committing to the thing that you're doing and not be so concerned whether the thing that you're doing is going to create something that will last or stand the test of time or do what you want it to do, because that's beyond your control. So you can let that go, or can you? And I work with my coaching clients quite a lot on that, and that's why it keeps popping up. It's that you have choice and you can create meaning by choosing to commit to something. And you can stop questioning perhaps so much whether the thing that you're building is going to do the thing that you want it to. Because I think it's less about that than about the process. The way is the goal, der Weg ist das Ziel. There's so much wisdom around this. And it's just a choice away. It just seems a counterintuitive choice for many. And I think that's what the philosophy offers us. And that's why these conversations through a philosophical lens, they can be incredibly powerful, because that can just shift a whole paradigm. And all of a sudden you feel completely different, even though the situation hasn't changed.